Hi, my dear students. How are you during this COVID-19 situation? Are you healthy? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. Are you ready for our English class? I hope so. To begin our class, let us enjoy a video. After watching our video, we can guess what would be our topic today. Unit 5, Making a Difference. Lesson 5, The Truthful Dove. Before going to the lesson, let us learn some new words. Shelter, a temporary place for protection. Grumpy, bad-tempered, unwilling, against one's will. Generous, showing readiness to give more. Flattery, insincere. Let us learn some synonyms. Shelter, protection, shade, safety, refuge, defense. Grumpy, ill-tempered, touchy, irritable, ill-natured. Unwilling, stubbornly, resentfully, protestingly, grudgingly. Generous, liberal, kindness, open-handed. Flattery, praise, sweet talk, admiration. From the lesson, we will come to know two friends, Dove and Bat, went on a journey. Night they took shelter at an owl nest. The owl gave them some food. The bat flattered the owl to get more food. Now, let us read the text and try to understand. Once upon a time, a dove and a bat were very good friends. One day, the two friends decided to set out on a journey. They flew over the rivers and hills and came to a big jungle. Dove and bat were on a journey. They flew over rivers, hills, and came to a forest. Both the friends were very tired. They needed to sit down and take a rest. Soon night fell and it was dark all around. A storm rose. It started to rain heavily. The dove and the bat started to look for a shelter. After a journey, they were tired. They were searching for a shelter to have a rest. It was already dark night, and a storm rose. They came upon a century-old rain tree. An owl had his nest in that tree. The dove and the bat knocked at the owl's door. The old grumpy owl opened the door. The dove and the bat requested him to give them shelter. They knocked at the owl's door and requested for a shelter. The owl unwillingly let them in. The two birds were hungry too. They begged for some food. The shellfish owl was not happy. However, he shared his dinner with them. Both the dove and the bat were hungry. They requested for some food. The owl was not happy about it. even though he shared his dinner with them. The dove was so tired that he could hardly eat, but the bat was sly. He ate greedily. He began to praise the owl with the thought of getting more food. The bat said, "Oh, wise and brave owl, you are the most generous person I have ever seen. You are powerful and mighty." The bat ate greedily and praised the owl to get more food, but the dove hardly could eat. The owl was very pleased at the bat's flattery. He puffed and ruffled himself, trying to look as wise and brave as possible. Then he turned to the dove and asked, "Now, little dove, what do you think about me?" The owl was taken up by the false praise of the bat. He asked the dove to say something about him. Synopsis: The dove and the bat went on a journey. They were tired and took a shelter at the owl's nest. The owl gave them shelter and food unwillingly. The bat ate greedily and flattered the owl to get more food. The dove was ashamed by his friends' attitudes. The owl was taken up by the bat's false praise. Let us do an exercise. Answer to the following questions. Number 1. Who were the two friends? Number 2. What did they decide to do? Number 3. Why were they tired? Number 4. Where did the dove and the bat come? Number 5. Why did the bat praise the owl? Answer to the questions. Number 1. The dove and the bat were two friends. Number 2. They decided to go on a journey. Number 3. They were tired because they were flying whole day. Number 4. They came to a century-old rain tree in search of shelter. Number 5. The bat praised the owl to get more food. Homework. Please turn to page 54, section C. Read the story again. Make sentences from the table.